What's going on, guys? Welcome back into the channel, and today we have another episode in the Pittsburgh Steelers franchise. This is going to be episode 26, and we're going to have an important wildcard rematch here, as in the last episode I showed you guys our win against the Miami Dolphins, a close win in overtime, and we're going to be facing off against the Miami Dolphins again in the wildcard round because we were unable to secure the 1 seed. With that being said, the Browns came in as the 1 seed, so I'll show you guys the playoff bracket real quick and how things stack up. So the Bengals are going to be playing the Chargers up there in that wildcard game. The Titans and the Texans are going to be facing off, and then the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Miami Dolphins, of course. And then on the NFC side, the bye week went to the Carolina Panthers. The Rams will be playing the Packers. The Eagles will be playing the Washington football team, who surprisingly make another appearance in the postseason. And the Vikings will be playing the Seahawks. So an interesting playoff bracket, and like I said, we're going to be facing off against the Dolphins, so an interesting matchup for us, an interesting rematch by a team that gave us a lot of trouble the first time around. One thing that I want to note before we jump into the game, we did have 3 teams actually fire their coaches here in this franchise. So with that being said, these guys are going to be having to find new teams. You know, we had the 49ers, I believe, was Swindleby. I believe we had the Buccaneers, and then we had the Raiders. So those teams may have new coaches going into the next season, and those coaches may be coaching for other teams. But with all that being said, let's go ahead and jump into this wildcard matchup and see if the Dolphins manage to give us the same type of fight that they did the first time. You know, not a lot to be said going into this game. We capped off our season with a win in Week 17, and a lot of our backups were playing against the Bengals. We actually hurt Joe Burrow early in that game, or midway through that game, so it wasn't much of a contest. We were able to kind of run away with that one, and honestly, we ended up rushing to kind of run that game away and things like that. So not much of a challenge in Week 17 and not much to cover, and we're going to be facing off here against what, you know, would seemingly be one of our toughest opponents to date in the revamped Miami Dolphins. So we're going to be facing off in Miami, so that is a difference from last time. And, you know, if that's the difference between a field goal and overtime is having home field advantage, Miami might come out on top this time. Miami will receive the ball first, as they did the first time around. And we're going to see what Tua Tagovailoa can do early in this matchup. Tua finished the season with 4,200 passing yards, 36 touchdowns, and 9 interceptions, so a very good performance by him by all accounts, and, you know, didn't struggle much against us either, so that is worth noting. They're going to try and call us in the nickel. I think I want to come out in a 3-4. Just kind of a base. Bring all 5 of the front. Looking like a run. And a nice play by Cam Hayward, gets into the backfield and gets a nice hit on Todd Gurley. Todd Gurley had a lot of trouble the first time around getting any type of yardage against us on the ground. He did help out contributing in the pass game, but other than that, he really was unsuccessful really doing much in that game. Minkah Fitzpatrick unable to make the play on Mike Gesicki. Mike Gesicki goes up and makes a nice high point grab and comes down with that, advances the chains, and Miami's looking just as good this time as they did the last time around. And Todd Gurley's going to get stuffed again on 2nd and 8. Minkah Fitzpatrick makes that tackle. Is going to bring up a 3rd down situation, 3rd down and 5. We're going to be looking to cover underneath on a play like this. We're going to actually press everybody on the outside. And a nice reception there, easy reception. Antoine Brooks Jr. didn't really stand a chance on that slant. I think this game I do want to make this switch. I don't know why this has been the case, but in the nickel, I need to switch it so that Daniil Hunter is on. I don't know why it takes him off, or like, I don't know. We'll come back to it because I think I want to put Tuitt on the field in the nickel as well. I want to put Tuitt here and Daniil Hunter on the edge because that would be the best, you know, matchup that I could give. Todd Gurley does find a lane and gets a nice stiff arm off there. 3 rushes, 16 yards. Gonna potentially bring a safety blitz here. Bad tackling there. And another bad tackle as I believe that's Jakeem Grant finds his way into the end zone. Jakeem Grant was the one that caught that tying touchdown. Or the 2-point conversion. It was either the touchdown or the 2-point conversion the first time that these teams met. 7-0 lead in Miami. Miami on top. We are going to take this one out. And we almost found a lane. That would have been a huge touchdown for us. Alright, made sure that we still have audio on the video. I don't know why my mic does some weird things sometimes. Trey Lance had a pretty good season, threw way too many interceptions for my liking. I apologize for skipping through that graphic too quickly, but a player that honestly, you know, did a lot for us. Had a little bit of a disappointing interception total. I think it was like 46 touchdowns. Juju Smith-Schuster is going to get open over the middle. Break a tackle. I thought he might have been able to go there, but a fantastic catch and run by Juju. Our number 1 receiver makes the play and gets us up across the 50 to the 40 very early. Anthony McFarland going to be able to beat the safety. He does. And Anthony McFarland on the second offensive play for the Pittsburgh Steelers, gonna take it to the house with a 40-yard touchdown. If Pittsburgh shows this type of caliber on offense, they should have no problems handling the Dolphins. It's just a matter of time before the defense makes a stop. But we shall see if the Dolphins' defense will stiffen up here as the game progresses. Tua gonna march back onto the field. I can't help but think we need to just blitz him more or something of that nature. I don't know what is gonna allow us to get the pressure that we need, but nice block shed there by Daniil Hunter. He wasn't actually the one that made the tackle, but good play nonetheless. I really believe blitzing is kind of going to be the way to go here. Good tackle there by Terrell Edmonds. Gonna bring up a 3rd and short again, though, and we have not had our success against the Dolphins here on 3rd and short, that's for sure. Poor coverage there by Antoine Brooks Jr. Not sure why he's on the field so much this game, but we might need to look into that. He's definitely not somebody that we want to have in man coverage as a backup safety. I'm going to show blitz here. Maybe that'll throw him off. Don't know what that animation was. Tua slightly misses a receiver, or the receiver just let the ball go through his hands. Oh, and I could have picked that off. I tried to get to it. Unfortunately, I'm only able to bat that ball down. I'm going to tell our defense to cover the sticks. Good play defensively. Justin Lane had gotten beat a couple times in the last matchup and actually makes a pretty good play there. Not much room there available on the return. Pittsburgh's going to take over, looking to get a lead. They are blitzing. Just gonna have to go to verticals here. Oh, we had I don't know who that was. Anthony McFarland's gonna break away! And he gets us across midfield once again. Anthony McFarland doing all the work here for this offense today. We had some receiver open. I don't know who it was, but it doesn't even matter at that point. Anthony McFarland picks up a heck of a chunk of yardage there. 2 rushes, 43 yards, so 3 yards there. Go with the Steeler dig. Actually, I like the way their defense is spread out. I might be able to get a few yards here with James Conner. That is, if my guard doesn't go backwards. 1 rush, 1 yard. Unsuccessful attempt there. Cross wheels might be alright. Cross wheels. PA wide receiver cross. And a good catch there by Claypool, wide open in the middle. Chase Claypool did manage to get over 1,000 yards in the last game of the season. I know that one, I didn't update you guys on the stats too much, but Claypool was pretty far off, and he had a huge game against the Bengals. Early on, he went up and caught a couple jump balls, and at that point I knew that it was just time to keep feeding him the ball, and we did just that. Anthony McFarland, can he get to the edge? He gets close, gets us down to the 5-yard line. Puts us in prime scoring position. And honestly, I'm thinking about giving him the ball yet again. Anthony McFarland kind of deserves it at this point. I don't mind the idea of a halfback power, but there's a bit of a gap. Filled there by Moses, the guy that picked us off the last time. McFarland, not a lot of room, not much of a gap there. Gets us down, 3rd and goal. And I'm thinking about handing it off to the fullback here. No, I'm going to go with the halfback dive. I trust McFarland a little bit more than I would trust Jalen Samuels. And we're going to get bailed out there. We got stuffed in the backfield, but he dragged McFarland down by the face mask. That's going to give us some extra downs to try and punch this one in. With that being said, you know, we've ran how many times now? They might be expecting something different. So I'm going to do it one more time. And they're ready for it. We're going to have to mix this up. I'm going to go with the single back mesh. Just try to get something different. I want to pass to maybe McFarland out of the backfield here. And I couldn't get the ball off. My goodness, this defense is swarming down here on the goal line. This defense is saying, not today. We are eating quite a bit of clock here at this point, though. I like the idea of going with something like this stick play. Although I kind of want something to go towards the back corner of the end zone. Like Baylor Cup to the back corner of the end zone might be really nice. I think he came down in bounds. I'm not going to lie. If I have the option to challenge this, I'm going to. I mean, you know, it's worth a challenge, I think. How often do we actually get challengeable plays? One? His second foot did come down out of bounds. That one's pretty clear. I thought it was worth the shot to lob it up there to Baylor Cup in the back corner of the end zone. He's been pretty consistent on those this year. But that's alright. We'll take the 3-point lead, eat up quite a bit of clock there. 10-7 lead over the Dolphins. Alright, Tua, what can you do? We're actually going to blitz Highsmith here. Tua's getting the ball out of his hand quick, finding a lot of targets in very quick succession. Oh, Gurley gonna get a decent run there. Thought he was gonna get more yardage than that, but man, is his acceleration slow. I'm actually gonna blitz Justin Lane here. We're gonna get called for a roughing the passer, I think. There, we might have got sucked into Tua. Yep. Oh, poor job tackling. He's breaking the more. Getting the ball to Gurley out of the backfield passing seems to be the play. I mean, honestly, he's able to break so many tackles. He's just a big-bodied player that's, very physical, very capable of breaking tackles. So that seems to be the move for Tua. Nice play there on the edge by Carter. Gets a hand on that ball. I would like to, bluff. I think I just messed that up. Wanted to bluff blitz. Gurley, one more time. I mean, 9 for 15. He's not really moving the ball downfield quickly. He's doing a lot of short stuff. Almost reminds me of the Patriots. We're going to blitz here because they got both halfbacks in the backfield. And Danielle Hunter just absolutely destroyed his opponent on the offensive line. I want to see if they show another replay of this because that was an absolute beast mode bull rush. He just put 77 flat on his back, and that's going to line up the Dolphins for a field goal, and actually, a decently long field goal. Does put it through, but he didn't have much more distance than that. Could be dangerous for them if they have to do any long field goals later on in the game. I don't know how I feel about running all these verticals, but well, considering Baylor Cup's going to be wide open on that, I feel pretty good about it. Trey Lance has thrown a quarter of the number of passes as Tua has, but with much better effect. Same yardage, way less passes. Anthony McFarland also continues to rip pretty good runs. And a really nice catch by Chase Claypool. That's what I'm talking about all game long in Week 17. He was doing that against the Bengals. I'm half tempted to just start tossing it up to him again because of how good of a game he had in Week 17. Haven't run a screen yet today. I think this might work. Although Baylor Cup could get open. Just running that vertical. Go with the screen. Yeah, the linebacker Moses read that one all the way. Should have gone with my gut instinct. Oh, and a free blitzer. That's going to put us in pretty tough field goal range here. 4th and 19 with a 53-yarder. The wind is at our back, so that helps us out. And we're going to hit that one. I think that's going to go right down the middle. You are able to hit that one. It comes back off the net and hits the crossbar. That gives us a 3-point lead. Just as close this time as it was the first time around. Man, this kicker is pretty good at hitting the crossbar, that's for sure. Or the post, I don't know what exactly he hit that time. We're gonna press cover. Devin Bush tried to get up in the air and block that pass. Well, you're gonna run hurry up, so I'm just gonna run same defensive play. It hit you with the blitz. Alright, Devin Bush gets in there for the sack. You know what? You're not giving me a chance to call a different play, so I'm going to put the pressure on and prevent you from easily getting a deep play off. We're going to call a timeout because minute 06 left and 1 timeout is more than enough time to get down the field. It's just going to be a matter of getting out to the sidelines. Moore gonna get around the edge, get us up to the 45-yard line and put us in easy position. We should be able to set up for a field goal if all things go according to plan here. Claypool didn't get to the sideline. We're gonna have to run hurry up. I'm really trying to hit Juju on this route. And he does not make the catch. I really thought he was going to come down with that one. Corners could work. Man, we're trying to... I shouldn't even be tossing it up the way that I'm tossing it up. 4th and 3 on the 49-yard line. Is it worth going for it here, guys? In a close game, I could set them up for a field goal if I don't get this, but getting this play myself could be the difference between winning or losing the game. I think it's worth it. I think I got to go for this one. Baylor Cup gets the reception. I was just going for the short curl. And I'm going to call the timeout now. I know I wasted a couple seconds, but... with that being said, I think the best option is going to be to get to the sideline. Perfect. Juju executed it exactly the way I wanted to. And I don't think we got 14 seconds. We could take a shot to the end zone of some sort. What are they telling us to do? They're telling us to take the field goal. What else you got for us in the coach suggestions? Because if you give us something decent, fade out maybe, double post. I could see some of these working. Maybe like put just Claypool on a streak and toss it up to the corner. Man, he came down with that, but like. He looked like he could have been in the back corner of the end zone. I don't have a challenge to challenge that one. Maybe I should have saved it. Nope, he came down out of bounds. But he did come down with it, so that's twice we've thrown it up and come down with it, just not in bounds. I might have missed that. Nope, he's going to put it through. There's a little bit of forgiveness there in that meter. 16-10 gives us at least a 2 field goal lead. And we'll go ahead and squib this one. They are going to take a shot. We're going to try to speed rush around the edge with Daniil, force him to throw the ball away. He has an arm. Yeah, the receiver go up and have a chance at it. Unable to come down with it, though. Going to go into the halftime down 16-10, the Dolphins are. And Pittsburgh's going to come out with the ball in the second half. Hopefully that gives us an opportunity to make it a 2-possession game. I feel like we haven't hit as many runs as I wanted to. You know what? They're giving us wide open players, though. So I feel like it's worth taking that if they're going to give it to us. Baylor Cup hangs on to that even after the big hit. But I really would like to run the ball here at this point, honestly, and just, you know, eat clock. If you're going to keep blitzing me and stuff like that, I'm not going to run right at you. I suppose McFarland hasn't done a whole lot compared to, you know, that 40-yard run early in the game. I feel like a curl might just work with Claypool out here. Oh, and they do a good job of batting that ball out. It was right where it needed to be, and Claypool just couldn't come down with it. And a beautiful punt, pinned down on the 7-yard line. Tua's going to have to work for this one if he wants to move it down. Their offense has not done a lot since we really started blitzing them the way that we have. We're going to blitz Edmonds this time. Honestly, just bringing an extra blitzer every time is forcing Tua to making, you know, inaccurate throws like that right there. Right here, I'm going to blitz Watt. We're going to actually drop Hayward. I was going to say I'll drop Hayward into his zone, but Mike Gesicki shaking off a tackler, getting up to the 36-yard line, giving his team room, and better than that, giving his team some hope. I guess I shouldn't say that they don't have hope, because, you know, this is a team that has been hanging the entire time, and it's only a 6-point game, but with Todd Gurley going down, that is potentially pretty bad for them. Actually, potentially good for them, because it could bring a faster player onto the field. If I'm not mistaken, that's Breda, but I can't really tell. Yeah, that's Breda. I'd actually rather have Todd Gurley in the game personally, facing off against him, than I would Breda, because Breda has the potential to break it at any point with his speed. Danielle Hunter is just dominating this game. Man, Rondale Moore does not have a spin move. I try to get a spin move off with him all the time. It just does not work. This toss may come out productive. And a beautiful block springs McFarland for a 12-yard gain. I just gotta go back and comment on this block. I know a lot of people don't appreciate offensive linemen and stuff like that, but this dude just ate 2 defenders. I mean, that is like the best you can do as a lineman. He just ate 2 guys and sprung me for a first down. We're just rolling out to throw that one away because they adjusted to my audible. Double cross with a simple little under route here could work. They didn't even cover Baylor Cup. This drive is actually turning out to be pretty crucial because this is heading towards the end of the third quarter, and if we can go into the fourth with a 2-possession lead, that would be pretty substantial. You can see Steven Nelson over there on the sideline trying to hype up the squad. You know, that's a name that has honestly been pretty quiet for a while. I don't know if I want to run this screenplay. I'd rather run something direct. Because if I run that screenplay, there's the chance that Moses just straight up reads it again. We threw that a little bit later than I expected to. I must have been getting hit earlier than I thought. 44-yard line, though. We went for it once. We were successful. Do we go for it again against the Dolphins? You know, we ain't friends. We don't gotta be nice to them. Not sure I like the personnel that's out here on the field for this down, but... Oh, and McFarland doesn't get the possession catch attempt that I wanted him to. And we are going to gift the Dolphins good field position. Not a bad attempt. I could have made a hot route and done a slant or something like that, but I didn't want to be too cheesy. We are going to get a roughing the passer there. I think this one's probably a little bit questionable in my opinion, but they're trying to protect their quarterbacks here in the playoffs. Come on, everybody pinch down. Solid tackle. And I didn't even see who that was. Cam Hayward was in the backfield from the start of the play. Yeah, that, you know, the commentator just said it about perfectly. Shades of the Steel Curtain. I really feel like that's what we're looking at right here. And a good tackle to prevent him from picking up the first down. Bring up 4th and 1 and force them to kick that field goal before the third quarter. As much as I'm saying their offense hasn't done much, our offense hasn't moved into scoring territory here in quite a while. Ideally on this drive, we are looking to kill some clock and score a touchdown. If we score a touchdown here as well as kill the clock, it essentially makes it potentially makes it unreachable for the Dolphins. We want to chew clock, and we want to, after this play, take it to the fourth quarter. That'll take it to the fourth, up 16-13. As close as ever. I'm just going to go for Zach Gentry over the middle here. A really good catch and run. Keep the chew clock on. I'm hoping that this play doesn't develop super slow so that blitzing player on the left doesn't get to me. Does not. Picks up 5, 6. I guess I didn't really do my work scouting because I should have known coming into this game. You know, honestly, I'm considering running here, but what's going through my mind at this point is, hey, we haven't gotten into field goal range in a while. Let's just do a couple passing plays and get into field goal range. And now that we're in here, we can afford to do whatever we want. You know what, Juju, you're going to be open over the middle. Down to the 17-yard line, Juju does it for us. Now this is a good opportunity to potentially throw something to the back corner of the end zone. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to try to set up for it. I'm going to try to go with the halfback lead dive and then go with the play action power O afterwards. Alright, PA power O. I don't know what this is going to look like. Maybe I ended up a little bit too close to the line of scrimmage here. That one's going to count for a sack. I don't think that was the right play action power O because I don't think Claypool was supposed to be in the back corner of the end zone, so I don't know what play I was thinking of, but 3rd and 7. Why are you giving me so many? You're giving me so many running plays. Juju, good catch, puts us on the 3-yard line, allows us to continue to chew some clock. Let's go with the halfback dive. Do we have like we don't really have anything to just run under, you know, run a man under the middle. McFarland gets in there, the tackle helps him out. We have not had a lot of success on the goal line against these guys, but that touchdown helps us tremendously. Gives us a 10-point lead and makes it pretty hard for the Dolphins to have a chance here. They'd have to get a touchdown and at least a field goal in under 4 minutes. This is where we play conservative defense. I don't mind if they drive the ball down the field. This is kind of, there's a bit of a difference here. I'm not going to blitz him because I don't want to risk giving up a one-play touchdown because that would be kind of the end of it for us. We're going to go to nickel, and I'm going to actually make this adjustment that I wanted to adjust before. Put Tuitt in and Daniil Hunter on the opposite position. They're not really thrown to the sidelines or anything like that, so I'm kind of questioning their decision making at this point. And again, Tua dumping it over the middle to Breda. If he would have caught that, that would have been another 30 seconds off the clock potentially. Steven Nelson makes the tackle at the 50. A tip pass? I thought somebody might have a chance at that one. That'll fall incomplete. Oh, I didn't want him going to Devin Bush. They're still passing over the middle. I mean, they have time. They'd have to get a very quick defensive stop if they do score here. Honestly, I'm quite alright with their strategy because they're just killing their own clock and preventing themselves from having a chance. It's kind of unfortunate because last time, you know, they took us to overtime. This time, I felt like they had a chance to do the same, and they're maybe wasting their shot here at the end. Though their offense has not had a ton of success this game compared to the last one, I would say. 201 yards and a touchdown for Tua. Pretty solid. I don't know what Tua is doing there, just backing up. Must not have had a guy open. No, we're going to go with the cover 4. Just reset that. They're going to get their touchdown, though. They managed to find their way past Minka. I guess calling that zone coverage wasn't the way to go. Minute 32 left, all 3 timeouts. So essentially it comes down to them getting a stop in 3 or so downs. And, you know, we're going to, you know, honestly at this point I might put in, whatever we run, I might put in James Conner just for the ball security aspect. We'll see what they give us here on the offense, because part of me wants to run with the with James Conner, but at the same time, yeah, actually we're going to do it. We're going to be safe. We're going to do the smart play. We're going to put in the guy that has superior ball handling ability. James Conner. And we'll leave McFarland in as the 3rd down back. That way if we call any formations like that, he's still the superior pass catcher and everything. Gotta think that that's going to be a holding call. And that helps out the Dolphins quite a bit, because that means that it's so hard for the Steelers to get a rushing 1st down here. Connor does a good job there, picking up 6, falling forward. If he could pick up another 6 here, that would be great. I can't see that happening, though. Go with the halfback ISO. Could be worth taking a shot. I don't think so. James Conner gets us into 3rd and manageable territory. I feel like we have to force them to use their timeout. So the problem really becomes, you know, do I pass it? You know, the player that I'm looking here on this play is Baylor Cupp coming inside. I think that's the best way to go, and that should finish out the game. Baylor Cupp makes the nice easy grab for 10, I don't know if it's 10 yards, but that being said, we're going to go ahead and kneel it out, and Pittsburgh's going to walk away from this wild card matchup, this rematch, with a 23-20 victory. The Dolphins actually had more of a chance there at the end than I let on, and you know what? I'm excited to see what this Dolphins team can continue to do in this franchise. If you guys don't know, at the beginning of the franchise, I had my 2nd account on the Dolphins just to manage their rebuild, to make sure that they didn't cut anybody that's young, and you know, that they develop the right players and things like that. Man, have they turned into a pretty dang good football team. So, you know, interested to see what happens with them. I'll see you guys in the next round of the playoffs. I hope you guys enjoyed this matchup. I hope you guys enjoyed seeing 2 of these matchups here today. With all that being said, I'll see you guys in the next video. I hope you guys have a good night.